Alright, welcome guys to the Division 2. My name is FoxUp64, and in this video I will try to do my best and show you how I survive. What I look for in gears sets and what I do to implement my skills. So right now I am doing a stability build for my weapons. The higher the stability, the better. Accuracy, I haven't really found too much of a problem with lower end accuracy. It might be a little bit better later on, but right now this gun has a lot of damage, so that's also why I'm using it. I want that nail driving, just heavy hitting gun. I have mods on it that help my critical hit chance. My accuracy goes down, my stability and accuracy goes down, and my stability on my compensator. So that's what I look for. That's just me personally. That's my play style. See, my LMG has high stability and low accuracy. So when you're first starting off, just try to focus on your stability. It'll keep your groups when you're shooting closer together. I really haven't found too big of an issue with a lower end accuracy. It basically, from what I can tell, is that when you're aiming in on somebody and you're shooting more frantically, it's more attuned to where the bullet's going to hit. Obviously, I mean, some of you will probably be like, "Well, duh," but like, if you have a semi-automatic rifle like I do right now, you're not going to be shooting frantically. That's also why I have the LMG and the pistol. My pistol has lower end accuracy as well, and different mods to help it as well. That brings my accuracy down, but my stability. And this will be my critical chance. So yeah, just focus when you have guns. Just focus on stability. That's what I recommend. Don't fall in love with anything when you first start off. Just play around, see what you like. I don't like shotguns. I don't like sniper rifles. I don't like SMGs, just because SMGs are they're just waste of ammo, honestly. You don't get a lot of it, and the SMG just like spits out ammo left and right. Like, it's not even worth it. But that's enough for the guns. For the gear sets, again, don't fall in love with anything. Just go for armor and health. Later on, around maybe level 10, it starts dishing out skill power, or level 20. It starts dishing out skill power. And skill power is obviously just connected to your skills. It gives you cooldowns and whatnot, and it lets you attach mods, higher end mods. And you'll see the skill power required is 431 for that and up. So I haven't really got a lot of skill power. I know it comes later. It also is key for implementing your skills a little bit better. Now, what I like to use is the turret and the hive. Those are my go-tos, but just play around with all of them. They all have different special skills and abilities. I know for the dark zone, I'm probably going to use the shield and the chem launcher, but we'll see. Each one has its own like healing and buffing abilities, except for maybe the seeker mind and the turret. And no, the drone has stuff too. So yeah, just play around. The pulse, I've never really found an instance where the pulse is worth a squat. Maybe just kind of scoping out enemies. Maybe you could use that for the dark zone. Use that and the chem launcher, because the chem launcher has like an area effect, like foam, and you can also use it for healing and poisoning people. So just my tip for you is to just play around, see what you like, especially in single player. It doesn't really truly matter, but if you want help with controlling ads, additional enemies, go with the turret, and if you want a good close quarters defense, go with the hive. But gear sets, I mean, it's pretty basic. Just find what works for you. Higher armor, higher health, and it's going to be rolling out a lot in this game. Like, even now, I have a blue that I'm using just because of the brand set. I have two of them, so it helps me with my skill power, and it also helps me with my health. And you'll see with the little icon next to the gear item itself, it has a little symbol like the anchor symbol. That just means that they're two in this, they're both in the same set. I think, okay, yeah, I have one of these. So this would give me, if I attach this would give me more weapon damage, which is pretty nice. But I like my rifle damage because I use my rifle. So just play around with it later on when you start getting golds or yellows, however you want to say it. I call them golds just because it looks more gold to me than it does yellow. That's later on in the game. When it gets to level 30, when your gear starts rolling out as 30s, that's when you should really start focusing on your gear and modding properly. The mods are pretty cool. You can just get different mods for them, and that'll amp up your damage or health or whatever. So yeah, that covers the most basic you can be with armor. And so we're going to go over to this control point and take it over, and I'm going to hopefully be able to show you how to implement your skills a little bit better. Now, when I go up to a control point, I like to scope it out. See, this is a good spot for me. I'll probably move over there, but you really have to be careful to where the enemies are coming out of. They could come out of that door, so if you're like hiding right here and you don't notice that they're coming from behind you, they'll just wipe you out. So I like to scope it out, see what I'm looking at. You can zoom in on enemies and it'll highlight them, so you can see where they're at all times. This guy has a little RC car. He's pretty cool. Yeah, so don't forget to highlight, but also when you call for help, that will also highlight. So I might just start from down here, honestly. It might not be the best cover, especially if they're coming from that angle. But I have these guys covered, and it's I could probably get down here pretty easy. I might actually maneuver somewhere else too. I might actually try to go for that. We'll try to go for that building over there. So you have a certain amount of time before they'll spot you. You'll have a little insignia over their head with an eyeball. That'll show if they see you or not. And let's not dodge into that. These are key items too. If you want buffs on your weapons, you can just pick them up. And now I have incendiary rounds. Oh gosh, we have a crew coming out. We might just let them patrol on out of here before we start this battle. Okay, so for right now, I feel like this is the safest spot for me to be. We'll see. We'll just kind of oh, we have another group coming out. So you know what? We'll just throw this out here, and we'll implement our turret right here, and we'll start. So my turret and my beehive pretty much took them down to where they'll be pretty easy to kill. Oh shoot. Alright, that was pretty bad. Alright, I'll heal up. Might not have been the best spot for me. I'll agree to that for sure. And here we go, trying to call back up. These guys will be here within a certain amount of time. You can pretty much say that their distance is their timer to getting here. See, my groups are a little bit different with this because of the accuracy is down on it, but it doesn't hurt it too bad. So that's the first wave. Alright, I'm in a bad spot. They keep throwing grenades or something. So I'll maneuver around them, get away from them, kind of pull back, never pull forward unless you're confident. Utilize explosive barrels is key. I mean, I just took out 2 of their guys just by shooting barrels. So my guys have arrived, which is nice, so I can maneuver up a little bit higher. Obviously, getting elevation on enemy is better than not having elevation at all. Utilize your environment. Oh, this guy's trying to be sneaky. And take that guy out. Our guys will help out a lot with these and fighting them. They're pretty indestructible, I would say. I have never had one die on me. I've had them go down, but I've never had them die. Now they'll start coming from a different spot too. Certain scopes will zoom in all the way, but I don't really like that. I don't think it does a good enough job in giving me a target to shoot at. Oh, I just shot that. So now we're kind of getting overran here. There's a dude in there that they'll take care of, hopefully. You want to take these initial guys out. This will trigger the last guy. Once we kill that last guy over here, it'll trigger the area boss, the heavy armored area, God, it'll trigger the heavy for the area. And for that, I mean, he's either going to be a yellow bar. I don't know if he's going to be a named guy. He'll probably be like this guy. And he'll just bleed out. Alright, so pay attention to where they come from. Up at the top. Okay, they're coming from that spot over there. So my turret is up. I'll just place it right here to kind of give us these guys. Yeah, you want to kill those rushers, especially. You want to interrupt their grenade throwing because they'll drop it and they'll kill themselves, basically. This might not have been the best spot for my turret, but it seems to be doing its job. Alright, so I'll throw this out here. I'll probably keep it closer, just to protect me from guys that are rushing. So they'll shoot up at this dude, I won't even have to worry about him. And that guy too, he'll get hit. So implementing your skills in a proper way is really good, especially with these beehives, because they'll just take guys out. You won't even have to try. So that's the heavily armored guy. Just have to whittle him down. He's trying to be slick. Try to get... Oh, he's leaving. There we go. We neutralized the base. So hopefully that'll give you a little insight on how to maneuver. I did get a little stuck there at the beginning. But now, when you do get a control point, it'll unlock this room back here. Full of goodies. Hopefully goodies. Hopefully I don't get a shotgun. If I get a shotgun, I will eat my face, I swear. So you go in here. Each control point resets every day at a certain time, depending on when you looted it. So this one will probably be reset around 10 tomorrow for me. But this right here, this crate, they gave me a 511 bag and a CQB. Alright, so that wasn't horrible. I mean, I got a nice backpack out of it. And a shotgun, look at that. Look at that. Shotguns, I do not recommend playing with shotguns. They are not the best. Especially because their stability is so low. I've never really ran into a situation where I was like, man, I could really use a shotgun. But yeah, these control points, each day they'll reset and you can reap the benefits again. They'll have either 2 sets of armor or 1 set of armor and a weapon. They'll never have 2 weapons. I haven't found one that has 2 weapons that reset. But you can basically just go back each day, depending on what time you play, and just farm your new weapons. And it's especially really nice for newer players because you'll get weapons that are scaled to your certain level. So I got that shotgun that should be level 25, right? Yeah, these came out as level 25. So just keep farming those control points as you progress through the game, and you'll get gear that'll help you out throughout the game. Obviously, right now I'm looking for more specific items. This brings my see even right now my skill power, it goes down to 296 with this, and to have my basic mods for my skills. To utilize the skill power is like 310 or something like that. So I probably won't even use it, honestly. So yeah, there I go, not falling in love with anything. So hopefully this video will help you out with maneuverability and implementing your skills. Click like if you did gain anything from this. Subscribe if you're new. If you guys like this video, I'll probably dish out some more Division. I'm kind of almost to the late end game, so just let me know if you guys want to see more. I might do some Dark Zone with some people and see what that's all about. But yeah, that's basically all I do is just get your armor health up. You'll be safe. Implement your skill points or your skills correctly, and use cover and maneuver around your enemy. Don't let them maneuver around you. Don't move on them unless you feel confident that you won't get surrounded. And just keep your head down. I'll see you out in battle.